Hello, Team TFT. Welcome back to another daily market outlook video. This is going to be the first one for this week. So as usual, we'll start up on the high time frames, have a bit of a look, see what has happened across those daily time frames, and then we'll start to narrow in there and see what we could possibly be looking for some targets. But firstly, let's jump over to the economic calendar here, and we'll have a bit of a look. So firstly, as you can see here, we've got a little bit of red news here on GBP coming in at 6 p.m. today. And then at midnight, we do have the core CPI news for month-on-month and year-on-year coming out of the USD. So that will create a fair bit of market volatility there, and could see us see a push or a surge in the market for the USD pairs, which obviously would then affect our Euro and GBP pairs at the same time. And then later on the week, we have more US news coming out on Thursday, and then your unemployment claims coming out on Friday as well. So, quite a news-filled end to the week this week. So please be careful of anything you're trading. So daily, we can still see here the overall, this is the overall extension down. And now I've had this pull back. We've just tapped the 50% and we've pulled back down. We still have some daily imbalance here on the 618 area that we could be looking for. We do have a little bit of liquidity high there as well that we could be searching for as well. So basically daily has flipped bearish here at the moment, but in saying that, there's nothing really strong coming out of there. We can see we've worked down, had an impulse up, grinded back down again, impulse up, grinded back down. We've had this sort of impulse down. Now we're starting to work back up again. So still under the bias that we're probably going to see maybe some longs pushing up towards this area based on the news this week. If we jump down on the 4-hour time frame here, we can start to see this was Wednesday's last week's impulse. Now we've got a little bit of market gapping here, which I would say that we're going to start working our way up towards. Now we can see here that it sort of was range bound here for the 4-hour, and then we ultimately came back down and broke through this area here. So what is that telling us? Is that telling us that we're going to see a possible market change to go short, or is that just a liquidity sweep off these lows to now look at fueling a long trade? So that's something we need to be careful of. Definitely need to be marking out this area up here for a possible sell scenario. So we need to be looking at that. But basically at this point in time for this week, I'm waiting to see, are we going to push up, set our weekly high up in this area and then sort of come lower? Or are we going to, is this bit of a pullback now going to this area here, or possibly a bit of a wick down today? Would that mark our weekly low and then look to be going higher from there? So basically they're the two areas that we're going to be looking for. 4-hour at this point is bullish. Doing a little bit of analysis here, we can see here that this was our last structure break. So we had this pull up, retrace, and then we've pulled back up again, breaking structure there. So this last candle here on the 4-hour is definitely our that area we'd be looking to be taking that long from. Now we can see we've sort of consolidated into it for the past sort of 4 hours. So are we going to see a bit of a sell-off and then come back up into that area? Jumping down on the 15-minute, if we have a bit of a look here, we can see we've filled that imbalance there. We'd had that filled. It has been a bit of a grind in here. So basically we have engineered a little bit of liquidity through here. So it probably wouldn't be uncommon to see again a bit of a flush low to go long out of this scenario, or again we just see possibly a break high and go long from there. But basically for me, it seems more sensible that we're probably going to see a long at least up until back up into this area. So a continuation up, and then we'll reassess once we get up into these areas. Euro USD coming out onto the daily time frame here. We can see here that, again, we still haven't really come down and tapped that 50% range. We have been sort of grinding our way up here. at the moment, we can see here that obviously with us last week, we did take that high, continuing this daily bullish trend. Coming down on the 4 hour. 4 hour at the moment has, it's kind of had a pullback, and now we're sort of range bound. So, it is all overall sort of bullish. But in this short period here, we have had this pullback. We've had a pullback up, we've pulled back down, breaking that low. It is very minorly bearish, based on the analysis from the Dixie. I would assume that we are probably going to see maybe a continuation short. We do have a bit of imbalance here, that with this strong impulse candle that's left to be filled. Again, I would say that ultimately we are probably going to be continuing possibly long. Oh, sorry. Possibly short here, but are we going to see are we going to set our weekly high of this candle and then go low from there, and get our weekly high there, or are we going to just continue low from here in this area? Basically what I'm looking for is in alignment with the Dixie, especially with such strong news coming out of the euro. I'm going to be assuming that we're going to be continuing lower here. That would be my bias. 15 minute at the moment is a little bit bullish. Would definitely like to see this low here getting taken. So we see this impulse up, pull down, pull back up, and now we've sort of range bound. So definitely want to see this low getting taken before we're looking at taking any bearish trades. So basically looking for possibly something like this, or we see, possibly one last flush to the high and then look at coming down lower like that. So basically that would be my assumption, or my analysis, sorry, for euro today. GBP USD, out on the daily. So yeah, again, we see this daily is looking bullish at the moment still. We are on a bit of a pullback. Now, is this a pullback to go long from here? Or is this a bit of a pullback now to sort of start marching our way back down again? Again, we need to tie in all of our analysis together, knowing that euro and GBP are both tied with high correlation to the Dixie. We need to probably just take that into consideration, and until that news comes out and tells us otherwise, maybe we just need to keep running with that analysis that we've done on the Dixie and go with the short bias here. Coming down on the 4 hour, we can see here we've had this big impulse up, taking liquidity highs here and here. We've pulled back up, and now we've had this big strong surge back down, filling both of those imbalance candles. Now, what we would love to see here is possibly this high here holding, if we're going to continue to set that that bearish intention through here. So basically what we'd be looking for is a possible pull up to go short, or again, we see this break and retest in here, jumping down to the 15-minute again, and we can sort of narrow down those areas. So basically we see here, we've had a pull down, pull back up, and then we've impulsed down. We've worked all our way back up to just low of this area here. So, it does make a bit of sense there that we could see a quick flush up into that area, taking liquidity highs off this high and going low. Or again, basically seeing that area getting swept there, pushing down, coming back up, finding internal structure and going short from that area there. All right, guys. Anyway, thank you very much for jumping on the video again today. As always, appreciate the support. As was discussed today, we have a Black Friday sale coming up for our paid community, £1 for the first month. So yeah, definitely if you've been looking or interested in these videos, you want to learn more, learn how to get in and make trading profitable for you, definitely I think to take advantage of that would be a great idea. Anyway, thank you very much for your support, and I'll see you again on tomorrow's video. Thank you. Thanks for watching another Daily Market Outlook video. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like it. Also, guys, we are the largest Tradesmen Forex group tailored to helping hundreds of tradesmen get their time back through trading. If you want access to structured education, 18 live sessions across 7 days a week, mental health and mindset support from a qualified psychologist, and access to multiple different trading strategies from 10 different mentors, then jump over to our website at www.teamtft.co.uk. Please remember, this is not financial advice, and you should not trade based on anything I have said in this video. This is just my own opinion and nothing more. And remember, manage your risk, stick to your plan, and secure those profits. Have a ripper day.